So this video is going to be an introduction to the Myomunchee product that I have here. The Myomunchee is an oral appliance made of non-toxic medical grade silicone designed to optimize oral health and facial development. It was invented by Dr. Kevin Burke in Australia in the 1960s. As you can see here, it's sort of like a double mouthguard or a reverse mouthguard with these little things added on the inside. Now this is the top side here where the indentation is. They have a total of 5 different sizes, so all the way from young children to adults. It's aimed mainly at children because, from what I understand, with oral facial development, the younger you can get onto it, the better, the more likely it is going to be effective. However, they do have an adult size as well, which is what I use. And there is even information on the website about the benefits of this tool for older generations as well. So definitely not just for children. Now, I've said that it's designed to help improve facial development or oral facial development, craniofacial development. These are all terms, broad terms to describe improving tongue posture, lip seal, so the lips should be together generally, an open mouth is generally bad, proper swallowing techniques, providing proprioceptive and sensory stimulation, jaw and mouth muscle strength, promoting nasal breathing, and by extension of all those aspects, by improving all those different aspects of the oral health, you also can improve head and neck posture as well. It can also help children avoid needing braces. It can even help prevent some, in some cases, ear infections and many other dental and developmental issues. It can be used either passively, which would be you just put it in your mouth and leave it there and carry on as normal, or actively, which is chewing, while obviously practicing good lip seal and tongue posture. So a basic definition of how it helps from their website. You've got brushing, so these prongs inside the Myomunchee, they're on both sides. The pronged design functions like a brush, cleaning, oxygenating, and producing alkaline saliva. So these small interior prongs stimulate the gums. Strengthening, as I already mentioned, this enhances jaw and mouth muscle strength to help with better oral health. It also works to improve and promote nasal breathing, which is really, really important for overall health. Improves swallowing patterns by strengthening the lips, tongue, and face muscles. Now, how to use it? Well, first you would rinse it off in some water, ideally filtered water, obviously. Place the Myomunchee in your mouth. Keep your lips together both now and at all times while using the munchie. And then you want to chew and quote-unquote munch on it and build daily by, say, 1 minute until you're able to chew twice a day for 10 minutes. So that's what you want to build up to. But obviously outside of that, you could just be using it passively. Now, some things to be aware of. A lot of saliva will be produced when you're using this appliance. And this is a good thing, as saliva is nature's way of protecting the teeth and gums. So you want to try to swallow the saliva while the Myomunchee is in your mouth with your lips, maintaining your lips closed, keeping breathing going as normal through your nose. And the chewing is quite a vigorous exercise, so you definitely notice the jaw muscles being used. Now they've got a section here which I'm going to explain on different benefits for different age brackets. So with the younger ages up until 12 years, you're looking at craniofacial development, so that's the head shape, myofunctional therapy as a orthodontic adjunct, so a sort of an additional tool for those sorts of therapies. Even used as a speech tool, that's something I didn't really expect, and also for tongue ties. Then they've got teens to adults, again craniofacial development, orthodontic adjunct, dental hygiene, as I mentioned, the prongs working on the gums, bone health, periodontal health, TMD adjunct, sleep hygiene adjunct, and also as a temporary MAS appliance. Now, for older generations, this was what was most surprising for me. It can be beneficial for dental hygiene, preventing resorption, periodontal health, salivary production, and even demential therapy. So that was a big surprise for me, learning that this could actually be useful for older generations as well. Now, if you're interested in learning more about this, definitely check out the Myomunchee website run by, I think, Dr. Mary Burke. There's also Dr. Mike Mew. Just in general, he's great to look into for sort of overall mouth health. And another person is Sarah Hornsby. This industry of, taking a holistic approach and looking at development from this sort of an angle, this perspective, is definitely going to grow. So I'd expect more products from companies like this to pop up over the next 10 years. And yeah, just to reiterate, the goal of all of this, whether you're doing mewing, using the Myomunchee, using some of the other different products and therapies that exist on the market, is to, like I said, improve nasal breathing, make sure that's consistent, keep the tongue on the roof of the mouth, the lip seal, optimal swallowing. For the younger people, facial development, head and neck posture. These things are really important, and I'm not going to go into great detail about why it's become such a problem, but obviously we've got people craning their necks all the time looking at devices which are emitting blue light and electromagnetic fields, so there's health problems there, but there's also the postural problems. There's less nutrition in certain things that in the diet, there's less of certain animal foods in the diet, and all of this put together over multiple generations leads to a sort of decline in this area of health, facial development, and those sorts of things. Now, my opinion is that for proper development, there is a nutritional component, and in terms of things like fat-soluble vitamins, getting enough minerals, getting enough strong proteins. And you can learn more about those sorts of aspects. I've got videos on my YouTube channel, but also the Weston A. Price Foundation is a great source of information on those topics. But then I think there's also a physical myofunctional component needed nowadays, and that's what products like the Myomunchee mouth taping are providing. Some people who I think are kind of closed-minded or they're wishful, they might say that a product like this is unnatural, but the reality is our planet is unnaturally polluted. The foods, as I mentioned, don't have as much nutrition. All these problems compound, and we have a lot of modern health problems, so it makes sense to use all the tools we have available. I bought this because I learned about mewing from a close friend of mine a few years ago, and then last year I learned about this product, just saw it online. And, I learned about the potential health benefits. And so I wanted to test it out to see what results I might get. I've only had it for 4 months, but you definitely notice the muscles in the jaw and the saliva buildup. I have my 2 upper wisdom teeth that haven't emerged yet, so I'm interested to see what influence this product might have on that. In conclusion, I think it's a really, really innovative and intelligently created product. And I think this whole industry, I hope it, becomes much more popular in the coming years. Especially if you are, a parent of a young child or you're planning on having children. You don't necessarily need to purchase this product. I'm not saying that, but you should definitely look into this component of health, this aspect of health, which is facial development and, you might come to the conclusion that a product like this, or at least keeping this area of health in mind, is very, 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 very important for the future of the child, because it's going to affect their breathing patterns. It'll have an influence on the way their face develops and a lot of other things as well. So this is the Myomunchee website. They have a lot of great information here, more than I could explain in my video. So definitely check it out if you're interested. And if I can get a discount code for you guys, then I will update the video description below.